The head of Facebook's global community development gets caught in a sexting operation and gets fired by Facebook/Meta, and mainstream media is silent about it?
That ain't newsworthy, Brian. We gotta talk about the vile terroristic actions of the trucker convoy occupation and that crazy insurrection that almost stole our democracy.
People ask me all the time,
Hey, Brian, do you really use that keto elevate stuff, and does it really work?
The answer is yes and yes. Never in my entire life have I lost body fat so quickly. Not even in my prime at 25, which is over 25 years ago. I'm approaching 54 this year. If you want to support the channel and do your health a favor, grab some with my link in the description.
All right, guys, sorry about the poor quality. I'm doing this out on the road, but I was just alerted to this, and I looked back, and this is 2 days old. So what I did was I did a little research to find out if there was any mainstream media, and I'm talking about New York Slimes, Washington Compost Pile, NBC, ABC, CBS. None of those people, especially leftist media, and I didn't even see anything from Fox reporting on this, which is pretty interesting because this is a story of public interest. Meta, that's Facebook, acts as a head of global community development after he appears on video in underage sex sting. Now, who conducts this underage sex sting? It is the free market. It's just a bunch of YouTubers who care about their community and want to get rid of the sickos in their community. It says Meta, the parent company of Facebook, has confirmed that Jaron A. Miles, who has been a manager of global community development, is no longer employed by the company after a video went viral on YouTube. Be looking for them to probably put the screws to people who do this kind of thing. Because power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. When you're in the upper echelon of companies like Facebook, and this just happened, what, in December? Just this past December, 2021, with a guy named, what was this? He was with Sony PlayStation 5. He even had a PlayStation shirt when Predator Poachers or whoever it was went to his house and caught him trying to meet with a little teenage boy. George Cassiapo. Remember that? Well, we got another one here. And to think that these keep happening and happening and happening, and to put your head in the sand and go, well, this is rare. This is not commonplace by any means. Come on, stop kidding yourself. Which was then posted on Reddit and other sites. We're going to take a look at a couple minutes of the video, the YouTube video that they're referring to right here, featuring him in a sting operation conducted by amateurs. Can you get a little amateur with that? Yeah, but the amateurs are better than state functionaries. Amazing. Amazing. Featuring him in a sting operation conducted by amateurs with the intent of catching pedophiles. And they did. The 2-hour video, and we're only going to watch a couple minutes of it, posted by an amateur group called PCI Predator Catchers Indianapolis on its YouTube page, does not depict Miles caught in any sex act, nor admitting to any specific sex act, nor admitting to intending to carry out any sex act. And it is not clear what the legal ramifications of this will be, if any. He might receive a lot of protection from this. You never know. You never know. A lot of back scratching going on when stuff like this happens. But it does feature 2 people questioning Miles, who in the course of interrogation admits to having graphic and inappropriate communications with a 13-year-old boy. It's a damning enough exchange that Miles has subsequently deleted his social profiles on sites like Facebook and Twitter. It'd be interesting to go to the Wayback Machine and see what kind of stuff he actually posted on his Facebook and Twitter page. Because usually what these people do with this kind of mindset is they're really vehemently against people who want to preserve individual freedoms. Whether he was fired or resigned voluntarily, Miles has left his role at Facebook over the matter. Let's just take a look at some of this here. This is them interrogating him in his hotel room.
Sir?
All right. So your name is Jaron.
I'm sure.
Is it, how do you pronounce it? Okay,
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I just wanted to go over some of this conversation. So you already know, don't you? You already kind of know what's going on.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Do you want to explain to me what's going on, or you think that you know what's going on? I mean, who'd you send that picture to?
I don't know who I would have sent that picture to.
Okay. So every question I ask, I already know the answer to, okay? So to just speed this along and get us out of here, let's just be truthful and take some accountability, okay?
Okay.
Because I want you to take some accountability. That's why I'm here, okay?
Okay.
Okay? I found these messages on my son's phone,
Okay.
okay? So I want to go over them with you,
Okay.
okay? So do you know who you sent this picture to?
That's a picture that I have that I sent it to people. So I don't know. I've sent it to.
So, let's see. Hey there, do we know each other? They respond, no, I don't think so. You look really familiar. I can delete you. Sorry. You said, all good. Does that ring a bell?
Is this Corey?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so now you know how I'm talking about. Okay. They asked you where you were from. You said Palm Springs. What about you? They said they were from Florida. You said that's cool. And they said, I guess I'd rather live back with my grandma in Indiana. I hate living with my mom. You said, oh, where in Indiana? I'm originally from Yorktown, Indy. Is that correct? Is that you? All right. They said Albany. You know where that is. Yep, drove through there all the time. My grandparents in Ohio. Yeah, I like it. You put a smiley face. Is it starting to ring a bell now? Do you remember the conversation that you had with Corey?
I remember the conversations I've had with him, yes.
Okay, and how old is Corey?
I'm uncertain, to be quite honest.
Okay. You're a very, very smart man, okay? Don't make me out to like I'm a fucking idiot, okay?
I'm not trying to.
Sir, you see a stack of chat logs there? Just be honest. There's no point in lying.
Yeah, I want you to hold some account. I want you to
We know
take some
the answer.
accountability, okay?
You know the answer.
Like I just said, I know all the answers to the questions I'm about to ask you, okay?
Okay.
I need you to be honest with me.
Okay. Well, what do you want out of this?
I want to have a conversation about these chat logs.
Okay.
And I want you to hold some accountability.
Okay.
How old was Corey?
He had mentioned that he was 13.
Okay. Pretty quickly, because we go here and you just had a casual conversation at first. Let's see here. We talked about what you liked. You said you were coming back here. Let me see. I'm sorry. I'm skipping ahead a little bit. Because where did he drop the age here? I'm going to skip ahead because it was just kind of bullshit talk here. You asked, how old are you? I have a boyfriend and some other FWB. And Corey responds, 13. Right? I said, oh, nice, then you must be busy. Or he said, oh, nice, you must be busy. It's easier to say me. You said, not that often. I'm 35. Okay? So do you remember saying that to him?
Yes.
Okay. So when he told you he was 13, what was you thinking?
I didn't know exactly. I thought maybe it was someone in trouble. If they were reaching out, someone thought they knew me. So I was like, I'll continue this conversation.
You weren't even like, whoa, you're 13, don't talk to me?
Yes, of course.
Okay, because you not once in this whole conversation he expressed that he was in any kind of trouble. So he never told you that he was in any kind of trouble. So I wouldn't say that for your defense, but we'll keep going. He said, better watch my language with you. And he said, why? Because you're a youngin', you said. Skip through, shortly after you said, you're cute. Do you think 13-year-olds are cute? I know it's a hard conversation to have.
Yeah.
But you need to be real honest now.
Yeah. Not 13 years old in particular, no.
Do you have any kind of attraction to younger boys?
I actually do not.
You don't, at all?
I don't. I never have.
You never have. Because look, I know a lot about you, okay? This is where you're going to need to be honest and you need to take some accountability. I know where you work. I know where your parents live in Delville. I know a lot about you, okay?
Okay.
So, Have you ever had an attraction to an underage boy?
I have not before.
Okay, you immediately looked away. Immediately looked away. I know you're lying.
I haven't. Like,
Just be
when I was
honest.
like younger, when I was 12, 13. Sure, I'm sure I did.
Okay. We'll go back to that. You said, I'm sure you pull a lot in Tampa. He said, I'm kind of shy. You said, oh, don't be. He said, oh, I try. He said, haha, cute. So you called him cute again. Okay, and then you talked about Thanksgiving. You guys had very casual conversation. How are you? What's up? You say, you need a good fire and some cozy PJs. Right there, you're starting to get pretty close to a line you shouldn't be crossing. Right?
I agree.
That's just the start of it.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you remember what you just texted that boy. You work for Facebook, don't you?
No, ma'am.
Meta?
No, ma'am.
Oh, that's what you told me in the chat. That's what your LinkedIn says. So, where do you work?
A subsidiary.
You know, like lying won't work.
I'm sorry?
Lying won't work.
I know that.
Like, we'll find out literally everything about you.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
So, where do you work?
A subsidiary of.
Oh, Meta.
Yes.
So, you work for Meta?
Okay, sure.
What do you mean, sure? Either you do or you don't.
Yes.
Yeah, it's hard. I get it, okay? But you being honest is going to make this so much easier. You trying to hold back anything is not going to help anything.
Okay.
It's just going to make this longer. I know you got a 6 a.m. flight. I'm ready. I got work in the morning. I'm ready to get this over with and move on, okay?
Okay.
So let's just be honest with the conversation. You work for Facebook, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you know that sending disappearing messages, you know they go away, correct?
Yes.
Is that why you sent that last message as a disappearing message?
Yes.
Yeah.
But what was the last message?
Oh, we'll get to that.
Okay.
Let's hold on to that one for a little bit. Because there's a lot more. Because what's funny is that you had pretty sexual conversation with him, and you didn't put it in a disappearing message, and you didn't delete it. That's crazy because you work for Facebook. I mean, most predators I come across, they delete this stuff, but not you. You left all of it. I mean, I have every single message. So let's go on. You sent a picture, kind of an older picture, huh? Probably back about 10 years older. Then he sends a picture. He looks young to me, right?
He does, there he is.
And at this point, you know his age.
Yes.
That's a young boy. And after you see this picture, that's when it just starts just snowballing. He sends another picture. Oh, you look so cozy. Another random conversation about you cooking or cook, huh? You like to cook?
I cook.
Nice, nice. He said, about to hop in the hot tub. Okay. And he said, you still in there? You said, no, you weren't there, so I left. So I'd say about there is where you start really pushing that line, right?
Yeah.
I mean, is that acceptable to say to a
No, it is
13-year-old
not.
child? Do you have any kids?
No.
Thank God. So we go on, we keep talking here. You said you made some pork chops. You make good pork chops? Good. Let's see. I've got about 23 years on you. So here you acknowledge the age again, basically. You're saying I'm 23 years older than you. So you're 36? He said, maybe you'll share some good secrets. You said, anytime, sir. He said, what's the first thing you want to know? He said, maybe me. LOL, what kind? He asked if you're good on the grill. You talked about cooking steak, ribeye, all the way. Well, you said, no cube, babe. Do you call a lot of your friends, babe? Is that a term that you use a lot?
I do.
You do
Actually.
use it? No?
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's not fine to call a 13-year-old babe.
Got it.
And then he says, I'm getting hungry, and you said, hee, sorry, cutie. Is that acceptable to say to a 13-year-old? So what? So here, I mean, you just a little bit ago, you said you don't have any kind of attraction to young boys. Yet right here in black and white, you said cutie. when I call someone cute, it's because I'm attracted to them. Why'd you say cutie?
I don't know why I would have said it to him. I don't know why any of this happened. It snowballed for me. This is the first time I've done that.
It is, okay. Again, we'll revisit that. You hold that thought. Because you want to keep that line going. You keep that line going.
Okay.
Again, I know a lot about you.
Okay.
Okay? You said another casual conversation talking about just, you said, no, I'm old because he said you were cute. Let's see. Sleep tight. Another casual conversation. He told you that a boy started dating another boy, or a boy that he liked started dating another boy, and he said, I'm sorry. He said, there will be so many more boys. So he asked if you were married. Not married, just have a boyfriend. And I noticed that you use a lot of emojis, a lot of smiley faces, a lot of winky faces. Do you use emojis a lot?
Yes.
Okay. Said, the boy even says, ooh, I better stop messaging you. The 13-year-old says, oh, I better stop messaging you. And you said, why? Don't you think that would have been a perfect time to cut that conversation off?
It would have.
I mean, when he said 13 should have been the first time.
Correct.
Here you are. He says he should stop messaging. You said, why? Why? You said, no, we talk to other people. So does your partner know that you talk to 13-year-old boys?
He does not know I talked to Corey.
He doesn't. Oh, it's just Corey's the only boy that you ever talked to that's underage.
That I know of.
That you know of. Ooh, I love that answer. That I know of. Okay. So he doesn't know you're talking to a 13-year-old. How would he feel?
He would be devastated.
All right. Anybody really would.
Yeah.
How would your parents?
All right, so I'm gonna let you watch the rest of this. I'll put the link to this video in the description and in the pinned comment. The guy's name again is, his last name is Miles. It's Jaron A. Miles from Meta, and apparently, according to Facebook, they fired the guy. Says, let's see, this comes from a statement from a Meta spokesperson. The seriousness of these allegations cannot be overstated. The individual is no longer employed with the company. We are actively investigating this situation and cannot provide further comment at this time. So they can't provide further comment, but I'd like to hear your comments about this for the world and the global thought police and the people over at Meta and Facebook and all the social media platforms, because you got George Cacioppo, and now you got this Miles guy. It says Meta feels like it's been hit by wave upon wave of controversy for years, ranging from stories related to data protection and privacy, troubled product executions, and falling engagement numbers. Even underage sex scandals are not new news at this point. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police. And why do you think that fake stream, CIA infiltrated Operation Mockingbird, lamestream media like CNN, MSLSD, ABC, CBS, Washington Compost Pile, the New York Slimes, why do you think none of these mainstream outlets have even covered this? This is kind of interesting, isn't it? See, when they are treated by social media platforms as top-shelf authoritative sources, and then when something damaging like this comes out and fake stream media, whose job it is as a public servant to tell the public what's going on at these social media companies, they drop the ball, it kind of makes you wonder why that's going on. So leave your thoughts. I'll leave the link to the original YouTube video in the description and in the pinned comment. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Hey guys, we know with the way things have been going, it can get really interesting really quick. So make sure you and your family have a long-term storable food supply. Support the channel and get $50 off with my link in the description while you still can.